My primary was just kind of not happy. Okay,
alright,
so let's start.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily. I'm a third-year naturopathic medical student, and today I have a guest. This is Harmin.
Hi.
And she's also a quarter 10 with me. We both just completed quarter 9, which was our first quarter in clinic, and we're going to be talking a little bit about our experience. Okay, so we had very different clinical experiences. I had one general medicine shift at the medical center and then one homeopathy shift.
And then I had one general medicine shift at the medical center as well, and one in Roosevelt, which is an off-clinical site.
Yeah, which I have that shift this quarter.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
So, do you want to start? Well, I mean, what do we start with? Basically, what did we not know? We didn't know anything going into clinic.
Yeah, it was I felt lost. I felt very lost the first day, and I was very confused on what I should be doing. So I don't know, I was just sitting there for
I mean, pretty much the whole quarter I was lost.
Oh.
I mean, it got better, but to be honest,
yeah.
I didn't really figure out exactly what I was supposed to be doing for the whole quarter.
Oh god, okay. I kind of figured it out, at Roosevelt at least. I would push myself and be like, oh, can I help you with this? Or can I do this and set up for you and stuff? I would initiate it a lot with other people. So I got to get more exposure, kind of. But then it started kind of getting routine with Roosevelt, whereas at the medical center, I feel like I was learning just a bit more just because I was newer. I don't know, but they say that you don't learn as much at the medical center, whereas Roosevelt you do. So I don't know, maybe it was because I was new. Yeah,
and just like at Roosevelt, you have so many more patients, which is, I guess, something we'll get into next. I do want to clarify, I knew what I was doing, sort of.
Yeah.
I knew, I figured out kind of what I was supposed to be doing, but it's still, as a secondary, there's not really a lot that you're supposed to be doing anyways.
No.
So I just felt like I should be doing more, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, my general medicine shift, there were so many students, on the shift. We had, 10 on the shift.
Yeah, well, we had a
lot.
We had a lot at Roosevelt as well.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, it's hard because you don't want to get in the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for me, I didn't want to step on primary's toes or anything, or just
correct. Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, it's basically just setting up the room for the patient by asking permission first from the primary so you don't step on their toes. And then taking the patient's vitals, and that's about it. You just stand there and listen, and yeah. And then after, when they leave, you clean up the room if you need to. About it.
So I guess we'll talk about what do we actually do as a secondary student, because we already kind of led into that.
Yeah, for sure. So do you want to start?
Okay, yeah, so let's talk about a general medicine shift. Basically, we'll set up the room as Harmin was describing. So we put a new pillowcase on, put a sheet on the bed, clean everything, get our vitals tools ready. So we always take blood pressure,
temperature.
You need a pulse ox, which nobody told us. I mean, luckily I already had one, but I
didn't have one.
We don't, before that, no one ever said that you use a pulse ox in clinic. So you do that to take heart rate and get their oxygen sat, and then temperature.
Yeah.
And that's
about it. Yeah, that's about it.
And then I guess when the patient's coming back, I never did this because I never brought a patient back on my own. But when you bring them back, if they're a new patient, you take their height and weight at the station.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was super confusing because my first patient ever, I didn't have the pulse ox, so I was out here trying to get the heart rate manually with my fingers and my watch. My primary was just kind of not happy. So that was great. And I was just like, oh, do you have a pulse ox? And he was like, no, I don't, but you should buy one. And I was like, good idea. So yeah. And then I was out here counting respiration rates, but you don't apparently do that. So that's another thing. Don't count the respiration rate.
Yeah, I was lucky because you had both of your shifts before I even had my first shift. So I knew what to expect.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do secondary students do?
So at Roosevelt, it's a bit different. We, so because we're obviously helping the primaries, we do the supplement part of it. So we take out the supplements and how much they need and put them in Ziploc bags and stuff and hand it over to the primary. We sometimes get to print out treatment sheets if the primary is really busy. That's about it. Like get handouts if the primary needs any handouts. Yeah, anything the primary asks, you do, pretty much.
Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like the primary never asked me really to do anything in the medical center.
Okay, no, they don't ask you, push yourself into it actually.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, can I help you? Can I do something for you?
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the primary doesn't even know like what to do and you just figure it out. It's a lot of just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know, don't love that.
It was hard. It was hard to figure it out in the beginning. Like the first week, it was just, okay, I can either just sit here and not do anything or get up and just be like, do you need help? I can help you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
On your downtime, you can literally do like, you can like
School
study,
work.
do research, whatever you want to.
Yeah, I learned that you should like take clinical pearl notes if you're free, or if you learn something new, just put it in the Word document if you make one.
Yeah, have a black book.
Yeah, like
Okay.
similar to that.
Yeah.
Make your own or add to it, either or.
Okay, so a couple more secondary student duties. Basically, you take the physical exam findings, like any positives that they find with the patient, you put those into the chart note for them. You can also put in like, you want to add yourself to the chart note because they won't always add you.
Yes, that's important.
Even if there's other secondaries,
they will
just add their own name a lot of the time. And I'm like, okay, so add yourself, make sure it's like spelled right. Oh my gosh, one time they put my name in as, oh, what's her name? Some other like famous person named Lily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Odd.
Because it like spelled completely different, like not even close to my real name. It was like, oh, I'll have to think about it.
Okay, yeah.
But it was so random, yeah. You can do codes. I don't think I ever did a code, really.
I did a couple of codes, yeah.
So like your ICD-10s or your CPT codes for the visit. And then you can also put in like the room number and like the status of the patient, if they're in, if they're out. You can help your primary with that. And then at the end, you just help clean up the room, basically.
Yeah, and a side note, we have like a chart for secondary student competencies. So it's a whole chart of a list of things that you need to finish before quarter 10, right?
No, I think it's 12.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, before
It's like by
before
March.
OSCE, I think.
Yeah, before OSCE.
Yeah, finish all of that and get it signed by the TA or the resident, sorry.
Yeah, so like you have your own copy and you keep track of it, of your stuff that way, but then they have their own, which is like the actual official copy that can be edited, that they input the stuff for.
Yeah, and they're like stuff like performing a 15-minute physical exam or inputting vitals into the chart or stuff like that. Yeah, it's a really long, thorough chart, kind of, but you could finish it, majority of it, if you're in Roosevelt.
Yeah,
You can,
and if you get a primary.
yeah.
But also make sure you like track the patients, all your patient contacts as well, just in case they lose track of them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, see you next time. Give us a comment if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe to the video. Again, this is Harmin. She's on Instagram as
Naturopathic Tales.
And you can find me on Facebook, obviously here on YouTube, and Instagram at liliesnatural.life. All right, see you next time.